And just like that, here we are. We got our snow. Haven't gotten quite as much as they were saying. Oh, I got to turn back around out of the wind. They were saying up to like 15 inches. I think we're probably about 3 right now. We are supposed to get more overnight. But either way, we're out. It is snowing like crazy. It's pretty cold. I think the temperature is about 19, but we got a good wind chill. The wind chill, I think, is about 5 degrees last time I saw it. So we're going to get to work. We got 4 logs I want to try and get charred. And then I also had an idea for the woodshed that we can at least get started on that today. So here we are. That's why we built a fire on top of it.
Oh, okay.
All right, grab a bundle and add it vertically this way. So here's my thinking for the little woodshed. Had an idea while I was out here the other day. It is really starting to come down. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but it's snowing pretty good. If you guys remember from a previous video, a friend of mine had brought out some of the blocks that we used to put the posts on, but he brought them out on this pallet. And so I think it was yesterday when I was out here, filmed, just that brief little bit, bringing the firewood out. I was just kind of taking a few minutes and taking a few minutes. And I happened to look over and I thought, we could take that pallet and just set it down there where we want the woodshed and basically build the woodshed right on top of that pallet. I've got another little structure that we bought the same time we bought the shed that we dismantled. I really don't know what the guy ever used it for, but it's just dimensional rubber and then some tin. So I think we can use that and just build a little pallet-sized woodshed. And honestly, I think, by the time we get that full, that'll be plenty of wood, to last us at least a few months out here. It's not like we're living out here. We're coming out here at most once, maybe twice a week. But I don't even think we'll be staying that many nights in a row most of the time. So I think we'll probably be okay. We are fighting to get a good fire going. Between the snow and just the moisture that was already in the ground, we're having a hard time getting a good bed of coals going. So we're gonna keep fighting that. Hopefully get some coals and at least get a couple of these posts charred. But we're down to about an hour's worth of daylight, so we'll see. Okay, I think we got it going good enough now. Went ahead and threw one of the shorter ones on there. We've got 2 short ones and 2 long ones. So hopefully we can at least get through the 2 short ones today. Seems to be a mite frozen down.
What's that for?
It's awful humbling when you do something like that. Then you got to wait a few minutes to catch your breath before you hit record. But I think this looks pretty good. I will have to do some shimming up on it, try and get it to set level. And then I also remembered that I wanted to bring out, I've got some old asphalt shingles that I'd like to lay under that to to kind of be a moisture barrier and just extend the life of the pallet. And then, like I said, right off that pallet, just use some dimensional lumber and a little bit of tin for roof, and I think that'll be a perfectly good size wood shed for what we need. So good to get that done at least. We've got the fire resurrected over here and the 2 short ones on. Again, hoping to get those charred before we run out of daylight. It's looking like maybe we're not quite halfway on both of them. I swear I've never had to fight so hard to keep a fire going in my life. I think we're just fighting pulling a lot of moisture up out of the ground. But I'll just keep feeding it with this pretty small stuff. And I think once this dies down, that those 2 short posts will be pretty charred. Might have to flip one over and get the top of it or something, but hopefully that'll at least get those 2 for the day. And then we still have 2 more here that we are not going to get to. The camera always shows it a little bit brighter than it is, but with the clouds and the snow, it is getting full on dusk. So I'm guessing we maybe have another 30 minutes worth of usable daylight, and I'm hoping to get wrapped up by then, but we'll see. The dog started getting a little cold, so Thomas made him a little house, bedded him down with some cedar boughs. He didn't really care for it though. He keeps wanting to run around in the snow, but keeps getting stuck in his paws. See, the idea on a day like today would be to be sitting in a nice comfy chair right about here with the wood stove going right about there where the dog is, and looking out the window at this beautiful weather instead of standing out in it. But we put in some good hard work today, and it was fun to come out in the snow and have a little bit of an adventure. All right, it's outro time. I'm cold, the kids are cold. It's still snowing. Finally got those last 2 short posts charred pretty good. Of course, about the time I pulled it out, we really got a good bed of coals. But fortunately, with the snow, I'm not too worried about those doing any damage. So it is about dark, and we still have a little shoveling of snow to do back in town at our house and some other houses. So we're gonna go try to get that done before dark. But anyway, once again, didn't get everything done that I wanted to, but it is what it is. So once again, I hope this video blesses you. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video, see what kind of shenanigans we get up to. God bless.